Fun fact number 162. I'm going to do another here and now since the other one was really sad and a lot of truth. But I'm going to do another truth with, I'm calling it lucky. 162 is here now. Lucky, caution, lucky, um, or luck. Um, so this morning I got up and it's food bank day. So I went to the food bank, threw on some clothes, went to the food bank, and they had free stuff today, which was great. But I still spent $5.50. I got an avocado, some mushrooms, some bananas, a potato, and baby carrots for my daughter roommate. So that was my $5.50 this morning. And I walked in and I wasn't too late, but I wasn't exactly on time. A lot of the numbers had been passed out, or they had just started passing out the numbers. I didn't sit at my regular table. But for the first time ever, I got number one. Sometimes I walk in so late, they're like, yeah, just stand at the back of the line. I got number one today. And the food bank I go to has a lot of lettuce. Lots of lettuce type, leafy green type stuff. Goes bad quickly, so sometimes I have to throw it out because it just becomes a pile of brown, slimy mush. But me and my roommate eat as much as we can before it goes bad. But once a week, I usually can go pick up more. But last week, they didn't even have that stuff. So I got a lot of salad kits, and I get home and I clean out the refrigerator and I look for fruit and lettuce bell peppers are big right now, that are rotten, and I throw them out because can't eat rotten food. Redo the refrigerator, so I did that. But before I got home, I don't know if you guys have um, you get the thing from your car insurance company that says, uh, you need to give us your odometer reading because they want to know how much you're driving because they're going to charge you for how much you drive. They'll either lower your rate or raise your rate for how much you drive, which I think is kind of ridiculous. But, it used to be, as long as you had no accidents and you're a good student and things like that, that you could get a lower rate. Now they're just trying to find reasons to raise how much you pay, which is still too much. And then if you use it, they drop you because you can't get insurance again because you used it. So why do we have insurance? But we have to by law. So I filled out the odometer readings for my car and my roommate's car, and I sent it in. But I had to send it in. I had to mail it in this morning. So after the food bank, I was going to mail it in. And I literally took a picture of me and my number one, and I took a picture of the number one and one of my friends there, who's 80 years old. She comes up to me and she says, "You're so hilarious." I said, "Well, I'll probably never get number one again. I should buy a lotto ticket today because I was sitting at a different table talking to my friend Harriet, who's 80, and she was asking me how I'm doing, and I said blah, and she said blah, and um, we were talking about different things. She's asking me how my daughter roommate's doing, and she's been having a really difficult time with her students. They've been personally attacking her and belittling her. So she had to call in the principal and the vice principal. And hopefully today's a better day for her. But was talking to her about that and talking to her about life. And we both said we didn't go to dance on Sunday, and I didn't go to the party on Saturday, and I didn't go to dance on Friday. And, we were both kind of saying we both are, it's winter, we want to hibernate, but also the winter blues, but also just life in general is kind of sucky. And we were commiserating, and the lady with the numbers came around, and my friend Harriet got 20 and I got 1. And then my friend who I usually sit with at another table across the hall, she came and she was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're taking a picture of your number one." And I'm like, "Well, we'll get it again." So I went up and I got my food and I got in the car and then another friend stopped by when I was getting in the car and she says, "I can't believe you got number one." And we were talking about that and talking about pretty much everything I said in 161 about life. I didn't say everything, but I basically said it's really rough. It's really rough right now. It's really, really rough. And luckily I found the food bank before stuff hit the fan. I still need to apply for SNAP, but yeah. Uh and Christmas is going to be really interesting. I'm glad that the food bank has a rummage sale on December 10th. So maybe I can get some Christmas presents. But like I said, there's not too many people left in my life, so I don't have to buy too many, but I got to get something for them. And so we were talking, and then I took off and I started going home, and I forgot I had to stop by the post office. So I had to turn around and come back and go to the post office. And across the street from the post office was a gas station that sold lottery tickets. And I'm like, you know, I uh I had number one today, so I should get some lottery tickets. I sold something. I sold two items. Sold an item for $10 and an item for $1 on Craigslist or Nextdoor or one of those OfferUp, one of those things. And so I picked up $11. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go pick up some lottery tickets. I still had some money left from my 550, and I was gonna go pick up some lottery tickets. And I drove into the gas station and I was looking for like, some gas stations, they have parking spaces if you're not getting gas, so you're not taking up that room. And I parked it, there was no parking spaces, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll just pull in here. And there were cones like on the other side, they had cones and um there were guy there and they had one of the areas blocked off with the truck. Or when I pulled into the center one and all the way up. There wasn't a lot of people there. And after I drove up, they had cones on either side of, like, here's the building that you walk into, and there was the truck over here, and then there was a lane here, and a lane here, and a lane here, and they had cones up here. And as I drove in, I stopped, and some guy came out and put a caution tape across the two cones, like kind of just like the my front of my car was just like right under the caution tape, and I just started laughing. And I'm like, because I'm like, what? Do they know my life? Caution, dangerous. Watch out for this woman. Laughing. And it was so random too that they would just, and then they blocked off like the whole thing, so I couldn't go forward. And then the guy lifted it like, "Do you want to go?" And I'm like, "No, I just got here. I'm gonna go get some lotto tickets." So I went in and I got my lotto tickets, and I had more money in my wallet than I thought I did, which was strange. So I bought some lotto tickets and I got back to my car, but I had to back out and go. But I just thought at the end of this little talkie, I'm gonna post my number one, the caution tape of the lotto tickets I got. And hopefully I'll be a winner. And then you will see me having better adventures than getting number one at the bank and being blocked in with caution tape because they know who I am. So I hope something wonderful that's never happened to you before happens. Was number one. Maybe you forget to do something, but then you remember before you get home, so it's easy to go back and do it. And that you think maybe I'm kind of lucky today. I'm going to take a chance on winning a lotto that could change my life. Um, and then I don't have to apply for SNAP benefits. That would be so awesome. I think I'd still go to the food bank just because I have friends there now, but I probably wouldn't get that much, I wouldn't. Now it's like, "Oh, we get 3 of these? Okay." And then they go bad, but, I think I'd be more reasonable about how much I took, but, um, yeah, and then take a chance on something today. Well, no, wait, what was the next one? Caution tape. If you're surrounded by caution tape, it might be a sign that the universe is going, I know what this one does. You better put caution tape. Anybody tries to approach it. And then, but also find your way out of that, even if you have to back up and go backwards. Um, and then take a chance on something today. Take a chance on someone, on something, on the lotto. I don't I don't say go gamble and get an addiction, but take a chance that even if it started out as a great day and became a terrible day, that it could become a great day again. Take a chance on if it starts out as a bad day, it may keep being a bad day, but maybe it'll become a good day. Don't give up on yourself. But if you feel like certain paths are blocked, certain people, certain things you're doing aren't working for you, you can give up on them. And sometimes it's life in general, but then you can hibernate. That's what I did mostly last week. I love you all. Thanks for listening to life. I call them fun facts, but life from a perspective of a person that's probably been there already where you're at. And here I am. It's hard. So comment below if you took a chance on something today that you were planning on taking a chance on. Or if you got a number one and you feel like, wow, I'm a priority for the food bank for the first time in my life. I'm a priority to somebody. Kind of lifts your spirits. Love you all. Ciao, Bellas. Pictures of my day coming next.